Chrissie Swan Show.
Hope you're getting some sunshine where you are. Nothing like a bright winter's day. It's the best combo, isn't it?
I love it, and I don't mind if it's crisp and cool as long as you can feel that sun on your face.
Absolutely. We are certainly enjoying that here in Melbourne, and looking at the forecast, looks like it's kind of everywhere. A few rainy bits and bobs in some cities, but generally pretty damn good. Also pretty damn good is my son, Kit, turning 12 today. Happy birthday to you, Kit.
That's wild to me that he's 12.
I know. And if you're wondering which one it is, because I do have a lot of children, and you're like, which one is that one? That one is the one that I announced on The Circle when I did that daytime show. Most people go, oh, is that the one?
Yeah.
So he's the middle one, and 12 today. Can you believe it?
Has Peg given Kit the presents she made for him?
Yes, she did. Me, as her personal assistant, had to go to work yesterday to put together 3 photographs that they wheeze laughing over and have them framed in the Kmart frame, which I summarily did. And he was given it this morning and he loved it.
Good. I'm so happy for her.
Squeals of joy.
But next,
I'm flat.
I think we need to talk about the Lizzo bombshell.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
If you've heard the headlines about Lizzo, you will be devastated, as I am.
You literally just saw her in concert with Peg last week too.
I've just printed off posters, homemade
right.
posters that my daughter wrote Majestical Queen on and are up in her room. I don't know what to tell her about these headlines. Lizzo forced dancers to eat bananas during Amsterdam trip. You can imagine where the bananas were. I'll tell you what I know in a nutshell. In February 2023, Lizzo's world tour was in full swing. Mm-hmm. She's just left this country. They were in Amsterdam. And as you know, Amsterdam is one of the loosest cities in the world.
Loose.
But I suppose that doesn't excuse what happened next. Lizzo invited all her dancers out to one of the clubs there. And you can imagine the level of...
The type of club.
Debauchery. For example, I have no interest in going to Amsterdam. There is nothing there for me, right?
I can't wait.
And you can't wait, right. So they went to one of these clubs and, you know, one thing led to another and all sorts of stuff has been alleged by her dancers that Lizzo forced them to do, including touching body parts of performers and all of this sort of stuff. That's not cool.
No. And in the lawsuit, these 3 dancers that have brought the lawsuit forward, they specifically say that they told her that they weren't comfortable doing this, yet she still pressured them.
Apparently they told her 3 times, I don't want to do this. And the problem is when you're on tour and your boss is saying you must do this, I think we've all been in a situation where...
The power imbalance sort of gets you?
Yes. Well, you think, well, what if I don't? Or what if she gets mad at me? Or what if she fires me and I'm stuck in Amsterdam? You know, like...
Absolutely. And in the industry of the arts, you hold on to the job you've got.
Absolutely.
So many of these dancers, they can't afford to
Particularly
leave.
if you're with Lizzo.
Yeah.
The most alarming elements of this lawsuit, and it's her, it's against Lizzo, but also her...
Dance captain,
Quigley. Quigley, named after the great film featuring Tom Selleck, Quigley Down Under. And apparently that's exactly what was going on. The most horrific thing in it is that the dancers are saying they've been weight shamed. Lizzo!
Which is against everything she appears to stand for on stage. Like in Sydney and in Melbourne, she was just getting young girls up on stage, calling them queens.
Yes.
And being uplifting and empowering them.
So what is true? I mean, obviously, with lawsuits like this, it's got to be innocent until proven guilty, surely. And, you know, in fairness to Lizzo, these 2 dancers were fired. So, you know, maybe the allegations are a bit loaded in that way.
I want to believe you, and I would like to think that's what's happened, but then just hours ago, her former creative director has posted an Instagram story. They no longer work with Lizzo, saying, for clarification, I'm not part of the lawsuit, but this was very much my experience in my time there. Big shout out to the dancers who had the courage to bring this to light.
That is damning.
Damning. There is one part of the story after the singer allegedly badgered a member of her security team to get on stage where she pulled down his pants and hit him with whips, they started yelling, "Take it off." And I made me think of like The Masked Singer. He did like an uncut version.
Oh my God, am I going to be sued for that? I did
yelling,
that.
"Take it off."
I did that 13 times last season.
Who knows
anyway,
where this will go?
What's this sound?
Lizzo being cancelled.
Peg tearing the posters off her wall tonight after school.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Who doesn't love paying less for their favourite beauty brands? Love paying less for glowing skin or love paying less for feeling better? Find great prices on everything you love only at Priceline Pharmacy.
Shop in store or online at priceline.com.au.
Specsavers is helping Chrissie with her mystical visions. Should have gone to Specsavers.
Speaking of Specsavers, you know I promised last week I'm going through my Betty White phase of specs. I've done my Brooke Shields and I'm about to kick off the Betty White phase.
I'm yet to see them.
I've yet to get them. Oh. But when they're here, you are going to want to move in with me and make all sorts of double entendre comments. Okay, see, I don't know who's on the line. You've tricked me.
I've hidden their name.
Does it start with C or D?
Caller.
Neither of those, sorry.
F.
No, back it up a bit.
B. A.
No,
What's your name?
Emily.
Hello, Emily.
Hello.
I literally said every letter apart from E.
You did.
Now, the first thing that comes to mind, Emily, is tuna. And I don't know whether you vehemently love or vehemently despise it.
I love it.
Yes, so do
So does my
I.
daughter.
I just love it. What's your favourite incarnation? I love a tuna mornay.
Yes, that is my daughter's favourite.
My son too, Kit. Is your daughter 12?
No, she's 2.
You saw the two.
The two.
I get it.
Now, you didn't watch the Logies, Emily,
No, I didn't.
Good.
but when it's on, you do watch Survivor.
Yes.
Wow.
Not
Okay,
bad.
you're reading well here. We're on.
I've got 2 types of flowers here, chrysanthemum and oriental lilies.
Yeah, the first one is my daughter's birth flower.
Is birth flowers a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
And oriental lilies, why them?
I'm not 100% sure.
They're my favourite. Maybe that's what I'm
That
reading
is
myself.
exactly
Reading
right.
yourself.
You really love Chinese food.
I do, yes.
And you've got a local Chinese restaurant that's just chef's kiss.
Yep, you're right on the money there.
Who doesn't? Like, come on.
You have a Samsung, not an iPhone.
Correct.
Emily, what? That is big.
My
This is blowing my mind.
My boobs. I've had a reaction.
Yeah, your nipples are hard.
Okay.
I think we wrap it up there. That's too good. You're not going to do better.
No, I've got 2 more here.
Okay.
Growing up, you were never allowed anything at the candy bar.
Yep.
Wow.
That's weird, huh?
Okay, last
and
one.
And the last one, I can see 43 candles, and I don't know why.
43.
Or a birthday cake. Are you big on birthday cakes? Like
We've gone from 43 to birthday.
decorating. I've got them both
Oh, okay,
written
you do.
down here.
I mean, I attempt to make them, but I don't think I'm any good.
But do you find it like this is your thing that you do, birthday cakes?
No, not really.
Oh, no, I hit out. And what's 43? Who's 43 around you?
43. I mean, I think my brother's 43. I'm not quite sure.
Well, you better call him today. That's a message from the other side.
And because Mystic did such a good reading, Emily, we are going to send you a VIP Specsavers voucher for 1 pair of glasses and $250 cash.
Nice work,
Perfect.
lady.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. If you'd like to have a crack at Mystic Chrissie, register your details on the Nova Player.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's Clickbait.
Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello announced that they were separating quite recently. It seems very amicable.
Yeah, we haven't
so
heard
far.
too much about it.
No, it's not nasty.
Apart from her thirst traps on Instagram, which is clear evidence that she's now single.
It says everything that she wants it to say. The dog is often a problem in custody battles, but she is handing over this Chihuahua. She got it for herself 2 years ago.
Right.
And straight away, it chose Joe over her.
It's like your cat choosing your neighbour over you.
That's exactly right. And so she's trying to be nice about it, going, "Oh, he can have him. I would never come between Bubbles and what is right." But the fact of the matter is, she did an interview last year and said that dog hates me. She was supposed to be for me. She was supposed to be my dog. She arrived at the house, and I don't know. She thought she was for Joe, and that's all she wants to do. So they've got an inseparable bond. Good on them. Sad news for people of a certain age. Pee Wee Herman was massive in our youth and he has passed away at the age of 70. Famous for this little song. He would do this weird little sort of wrist arm dance. That's exactly what got him in trouble too in a peep show in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah. It was back in the day where you couldn't do anything even vaguely untoward.
Right.
No one would bat an eyelid now, but it absolutely ended his career. An interesting point was that he did sadly pass away with cancer, which he battled for 6 years and didn't tell anybody. And you and I had a little discussion off air. And you were like, Jack's like, well, why wouldn't you tell everyone? I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
See, I don't like this because if you were to say to only have 3 years left to live, I'd like to know that so I can really cherish those 3 years with you and know that in my head and sort of start mentally preparing.
Why do you have to know that I'm going to die to cherish me? Cherish me anyway. We're all going to die.
Fair point.
And it's been happening a little bit. A friend of mine did it, and another comedian, Saturday Night Live comedian, whose name escapes me, did it. And I get it because I reckon people would treat you differently.
Yeah.
People would absolutely treat you differently, and you don't want that. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, you want to still feel normal.
Yeah, that's
I can
right.
appreciate that angle.
And also, you don't want to, in your anxious moments, be questioning people like you, Jack, going, oh, is he only being nice to me because he knows I'm going to shuffle off this mortal coil in 3 years? Hey, there's been an update earlier on in the show. We told you that Lizzo's in all sorts of trouble with her dancers by forcing them to do untoward things and firing them unfairly. And all of these alleged things. In big news, Beyonce has taken the word Lizzo out of her song in a recent concert.
So in this song, Swanee, we all know Break My Soul.
Yes.
There's a Queen's remix, which sort of samples Madonna's Vogue.
Yeah.
And it's really great. In this one section, she lists all these sort of amazing women's names. It sounds like this.
Did you hear there? It said Lizzo. In the concert, nothing.
Removed. I mean, if Beyonce's saying it,
It must
you're
be
cancelled.
true.
Who am I? A queen in the kitchen? Could be. Now find your queen vanilla in the baking aisle to discover how a little queen does wonders in your bakes.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissie Swan's Who Am I?
Listen, I'm going to give you a little birthday cake cheat,
What do you mean?
okay? Because it's my son's birthday today, 12 years old.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the quiz. You were going to give away a clue.
No,
already.
I'm not giving away a clue. This is a real life.
Queen baking cheat.
Yes, because life has gotten very busy for me recently. I was in Sydney for the Logies this weekend, and then I've got my Fred Hollows walk that I'm doing, which takes up a lot of time. So I did not have time to make a cake from scratch for Kit for his 12th birthday today. However, I bought the Coles cake.
Yeah, yum.
Woolies/Coles cake, whichever.
That
And-
mud one.
Yes.
Oh, the best.
But I got the caramel mud.
Okay.
Yeah, or vanilla mud. No, caramel mud, I think it is. So it's a lighter one.
Yeah.
Just as dense. 2 of them on top of each other. Then you make your icing. Butter, Philly cheese if you want, icing sugar, and a whole lot of that squeezy
Queen
vanilla stuff that I love. Bang, put it on. Everybody loves it. Nobody knows the difference. Nicole, are you a cake lady?
Yes, I am. I love my cakes.
What's your favourite? What's your absolute favourite?
Mud cake.
The best.
Chocolate with cream.
Yeah, with cream. You do need the cream to cut the sweetness, I think, Nicole.
Oh, you do?
You do.
Yes, I put cream on top, so
Yum. All right, you know how this works. I've got 5 clues here about a particular celebrity, and I've got $500 to give away thanks to the beautiful people at Queen Baking. Each incorrect guess, I snatch away $100, and you get 5 seconds to guess. Are you ready to play?
Ready.
Clue number 1.
You right over there?
Nicole, I just love doing things to confuse Jack.
You're a bizarre lady.
It's my MO. Clue number 1. You may have seen me in the casino.
John? I don't know.
Tom Jones. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I think he might have an involvement in this.
Yeah, I like that guess. Clue number 2 for $400 cash.
Clue number 2. I am married to actress and model Rachel Weisz. She was from The Mummy. It's an unusual pairing. I think most people don't know that these two are together.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Clue number 3, Nicole.
$300 cash steal, though. This is good.
This is a lot of money. I am an English actor, most known for one iconic role that I play in a film franchise. So lots of these films over the decades. He is the most recent incarnation of this character.
Correct.
Adam.
You're just throwing out actors there. That is not correct. Clue number 4.
Nicole.
Adam, I don't know, that funny guy. I don't know.
It's like you're possessed by the quiz devil. First of all, you're like, Tom Jones. And then you're like, Adam Kay.
The funny guy.
Alrighty, clue number 4.
You're so far off the mark.
$200 cash.
I know.
If you turn on me, the knives will come out. This is a reference. Can I say?
If you turn on me, the knives will come out.
Nicole.
All good, Nicole?
Yeah.
So that's a reference to a...
The 5 seconds is up. Clue number 5 for $100 cash.
Yeah.
Nicole.
Good guess, that one.
I have been James Bond from 2006 to 2021.
I've been James Bond. The movie. James Bond.
But who's the actor, mate?
It's Pierre Bronham.
It's not Pierre Bronham.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And it's not Pierce Brosnan either. It's Daniel Craig. Nicole,
Oh my God.
you have the dubious honour of being the first person to win absolutely
I think the
nothing.
second. The second.
Oh, Nicole. But you've won our
Okay, I wish I
hearts.
had a chance.
You've won our hearts and the
okay.
hearts of all the
I won
Chrissie
your
Swan
heart,
Show
right?
listeners.
That's good.
This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
I still don't know what to do with my feelings about this Lizzo situation.
It's not good, Swanee.
I mean, I haven't seen Peg since the news broke. My 10-year-old daughter who loves Lizzo. Posters in her room, everything. T-shirt, merch.
If you don't know what we're talking about, grab the podcast from today's show later.
It's going to be a
because
situation.
we talked about it at the start of the show, but essentially 3 backup dancers have filed a lawsuit against her.
Saying she's mean.
Yeah.
Lizzo, don't do this to us.
Let's be nice, though, and give away one of your bum bags, Swanee.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's Quizzy.
Oh, Natasha, do you love the smell of a bum bag in the morning?
I do on hump day, any day. Yes.
You're from Bribie Island. I had one of the most magical days of my life on Bribie Island. I won the meat tray at the RSL. I was beside myself.
Oh, congratulations. I still haven't done that in 13 years. So you're up on me.
It was my very first time there. I was with my Uncle Bob and I won it. My number came up and it was like I'd won $1 million.
That is an elite feeling. Also,
That will be me if I get a bumper.
fantastic vibe, Natasha. I just want to say I'm appreciating your energy.
10 points.
I'm
Kane,
nervous now.
Kane, can you compete with Natasha's good vibes?
Oh, I hope so. I think she's got me tipped there.
It's a wobbly start, Kate. It's a very wobbly start. But no favourites here. Let's do it. Your name is your buzzer, beauties, and it's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game. And we'll walk away with a Money Can't Buy Chrissie Swan Show bum bag. No meat tray included. Question number 1. Which Australian tanning brand has been sold to a Japanese company for $450 million?
Tash,
Yes, Tash.
is it Bondi Sands?
It is Bondi
Correct.
Sands. I reckon that deal would have felt better than a meat tray at the Brightly Island Carousel. Question number 2. 10 years ago today, the song Talk Dirty was released. I've just done the daggiest dancing known to man. Who is the man behind that song? Who sings it? Great question. We all know the song, but who sings it?
Yeah, I don't. We'll have a guess.
Yeah, have a
Tash.
guess. Yeah, have a guess.
I was saying Ja Rule, but it's not. I know it's when you
not.
tell me.
Good guess. Good guess, though.
Kane?
Is it Jason Derulo?
It is Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo.
All right,
Question
you're on the
number
board, Kane. 1 apiece.
If something is described as rotisserie, what has it been cooked on? Yes, Kane.
It's rotisserie stick, chicken barbecue,
no.
rotating.
Natasha, way too much information and you weren't first in. So, Kane, what is it?
It's a spit roast.
It is a spit roast.
Tash, you got to play by the rules, my friend. Name first. All right, 2 points to Kane, 1 to Tash.
Question number 4. Lance Buddy Franklin announced his retirement at the start of this week. Which sporting code does he belong to? Yes, Kane?
That'd be Aussie Rules football.
Correct. Has Kane won?
Kane's just stolen it from
Kane,
Tash.
you have stolen it.
Sorry, Tash.
Sorry, Tash. Listen,
That's
Tash,
okay.
I'm gonna.
Tash sounds angry. We know you
No,
can't do
I'm
that.
all good.
No, you're not. Hey, Tash, Annie, can we get Tash on again tomorrow? And would you like to have another shot tomorrow, Tash?
I will, if I can.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
done.
must. You absolutely must. I want to give you the bum bag, but you won a fair and square, Kane, and it is on its way to you, my darling.
Thanks, guys.
If you want a bum bag and to shoot the crap with us, head to the Nova Player app and give us your details.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
It's nearly school pickup time, and I mean, even the fact that parents do that, that's cause enough for you to sing in your head the following
Bitch, you doing a good job.
earworm.
You doing a good job.
This
Bitch,
first
you
came
doing
to
a
my
good job.
attention
Bitch, you
in
doing a
2021
good
on
job.
TikTok. I mean, she's a sensation. Destiny Ann posted that. And the minute I heard it,
Bitch, you doing a good
it
job.
really spoke
Bitch,
to me.
you doing a good job.
And every
Bitch,
time
you
I
doing
do
a
something
good
that's
job.
halfway
Bitch, you doing
good,
a good job.
I sing that to myself.
Bitch, you're doing a good job.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. So far today, right, I have made smoked salmon and dill bagel for my son and packed it up in his school bag.
Dill just makes everything a bit bougier.
I agree. This week I've held hands and watched the entire series of 10-pound Poms on Stan, which I recommend, by the way, with my son. All of these things is good parenting, but they haven't quite got me over the line to sing this in my head.
Bitch, you doing a good job.
Yesterday I sourced the exact Lady Jane hair ties that Peg has decided are her favourite.
Yeah.
And I bought 3 packets of them. And today's a sunny day. And I washed all the oodies in the house, which you can imagine is a 1 load per
that would
oodie.
be a task.
Right. Still, I wasn't singing this song in my head. There is one thing that I do without fail that makes me sing that song.
Bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you
And it is when I remember to purchase cuddly fabric softener. I don't know what it is, but I feel like the greatest parent in the world when I remember fabric softener.
So that's the epitome of being a good parent.
That every time when I remembered it, I bought 4 bottles of it, and in my head was this song.
Bitch, you doing a
Good job, bitch. You doing a good job. Because it means that not only are you washing all their clothes, they smell like love. They smell like love. Are you a fabric softener person?
I'm not. Do you know what I'm obsessed with at the moment? Febreze. The stuff
yes.
I then steam my clothes with.
God, I used to use bottles of that stuff in the 90s when I would smoke inside. And Febreze is not up for that challenge,
Do the
by
kids
the way.
notice if you haven't?
No, they don't.
They don't even care.
They do not notice. And it's just like millions of things we do as parents. But there is often one thing that you do or remember that makes you think, I am killing it. And it's often something weird like cuddly fabric softener.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We're talking about the one thing you do that makes you feel like you're killing it as a parent. And we all do 1,000 things every day without even thinking about it. But often it's the most silly, innocuous thing that makes you just get a little burst of pride at yourself because you're killing it. Mine is when I remember to buy cuddly fabric softener and to put it in the washing. Now, it has been about 2 years since I've remembered.
Right, okay. But
And
the
I've
thing
remembered
for you
this
is
week.
your kids don't even know it or
No.
acknowledge it. It's just in your mind, you know you're killing it at life.
That's right.
Yeah.
And this is the song that comes into my mind when I look at the cuddly. Bitch, you doing a good job. Yes, you are. Vicky, what is the one thing that you do that makes you just go, oh my God, I'm such a good mum?
When I buy my son's favourite cheese sticks from Aldi.
I've got a message for you, Vicky. Yes, you are doing a good job.
It is stuck in my head.
How good. And do you buy like 7 at a go?
Well, they come in a pack of, I think, like 10, and I buy 3 packs at a time.
Yes, Vicky, you are awesome. And I've got a Priceline Pharmacy voucher with your name on it, my girl.
Thank you.
So good. Let's go to Rebecca. Rebecca, what makes you think you're killing it at parenting?
I had the whitest socks growing up as a kid, and I feel great now when I remember to soak all the kids' white socks. I put my nappy sand in and I beat it with a stick before I put it in the washing machine. And as I'm like, there with my wooden spoon beating my socks, I feel proud. And I think my mum would be proud.
Rebecca, and isn't it funny? Like you would do myriad things every single day for those kids as their mother, but when you're beating those socks with a wooden spoon, this is what should be going through your head.
Bitch, you doing a good job.
You got a Priceline Pharmacy voucher too, Rebecca. I love that story so much. Sarah, what do you do that makes you think you're just the best mum ever?
So as a kid, I was always forced to eat my crust. And as a mum, I cut the crust off my kids' sandwiches like the hero I am.
Yes, Sarah!
That's boss.
You are doing a good job. You really are.
If I came over to your house with your kids, I would think you're a cool mum for doing that because that feels naughty as a mum.
Oh, Jack, I'm so validated. Thank you.
Sarah, Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you. Spend it on yourself. Diane, let's finish with you. What is the one thing that you do that might be a little bit unique that makes you think you're really doing a great job?
Yes, that first day of every new school term, I put a personalised note in their lunchbox telling them to have a great day. They rock my world. I will miss them. Love, Mum.
That is kind. The notes that I leave in my kids' lunchbox don't say that, Diane. But you'll get a Priceline Pharmacy voucher anyway.
Don't come home tonight.
Chrissie's Clickbait.
We're dedicating this entire clickbait to Taylor Swift as an antidote to the terrible alleged crimes committed by Lizzo, my other queen.
Imagine if this came out about Taylor.
Oh, my God.
You'd have to have a day off.
I would. I'd never speak again.
Radio career over.
Emily Ratajkowski has a podcast. I like her.
So do I.
Yeah, I think I really rate her. And she has named herself as a misogynist because she didn't really like Taylor Swift. Have a listen.
I was not a Swiftie, and now I'm like, you know what that means? That means I was a misogynist, that I didn't like with Taylor Swift because I went to her concert and I was like, this person is an incredible songwriter, an incredible performer, and anybody who says anything else, like, they have issues.
Yeah, totally. She's a phenomenon.
And actually maybe not a very sophisticated palate.
that is her having a chat with the gorgeous Troye Sivan. And I couldn't agree more. This is the exact argument that you and I have had since time in memoriam. Taylor Swift is not someone to be dismissed.
You know I like her tunes. I like her music. I just find her sometimes a little bit dorky and cringe. But like I like her music and I can appreciate the art form. You are giving me daggers.
And you know what? It's a real thing. Yeah, I know, but so what? You can't dislike someone for the way they walk.
No, it just annoys me.
Terrible.
Anyway.
Sometimes I have conversations. You can imagine the sorts of conversations I have with people where they're like, oh, do you like Taylor Swift? I'm like, do you even know? Have you ever listened? People were down on the Beatles too, and then all of a sudden they're like the best recording artists in history.
Ever.
Makes me angry. Also, she's a good person. Taylor Swift hands out $83 million in bonuses.
I like this.
The Eras tour staff. All the nuts and bolts ones too, the nitty-gritty ones, the ones that are loading the equipment and driving the trucks.
And like even the caterers.
Yes.
That says a lot about someone's character.
It really does. She gave truckers on her tour $151,000 each.
That's life-changing.
That is life-changing. That's like winning the lottery. Go, Taylor.
And you know, last time she was in Australia, Swanee, how she didn't make any money off the tour. She just did it for her fans.
See, what sort of good person is that?
And then for this tour, she's going to make up for it because apparently for the 2 weeks she's here, she'll make 35 mil.
That's not a huge amount for Taylor Swift.
No, that's true.
Having said that, good on you. And she'll probably hand it on to other people because she's like, Jesus, come again.
She sure is.
We are out of here. Tomorrow is Thursday, the best day of the week.
Sweeping statements.
Sweeping statements. Finally back. I've got an absolute cracker for you.
I've got so many banked because last week we scrapped it because we had to talk about your 105-year-old sweater.
How dare you?
See you tomorrow.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.